first down carry now for Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Pro-Size. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Watson forced out to his left. He'll run it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 44 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Let's go, Clark. Bring it up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, 31.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. The kick by Fairbairn is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Alert. No gain on this defense. No gain. 59. Switch. Let him go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
You ain't doing nothing.
On 1st down, Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What we got?
On 2nd and 9, Watson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to his left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got to... And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Miller with first down and more. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36.
He's coming. 26. He's coming.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans. Deshaun Watson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 20. Wilson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off it, and the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get